All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Geek Master, where we love all things geek more than Kim Kardashian loves to take selfies. As usual, I'm your retarded, socially awkward host, Cassius Samuels, and today I'm going to review the first 6 issues of Robin, the Son of Batman for you. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Robin, Son of Batman #1 was a very good, strong issue kicking off the story, but it really didn't strike me as a good jumping on point for anybody who was looking to get into this book featuring a young Robin, because there were some details you would have to be aware of from previous stories in order to be caught up to speed with everything that was happening when this title begins. As far as characters go, Damian is my second favorite Robin, behind Dick Grayson of course, and since Damian is only the second Robin to get his own title as a Robin, I had high hopes for getting good character development for the son of Bruce Wayne coming into this story, and I was not disappointed in that regard. The writer Patrick Gleason was able to give Damian in-depth characterization by setting up a story of redemption, featuring Damian's quest to recompense for the Year of Blood, which was basically a year-long murder spree Damian went on to prove his worthiness as heir to the Al Ghul legacy. The story also introduced Maya Ducard, who we learn is the daughter of Morgan Ducard, who was murdered by Damian in the end of the Batman and Robin series. And for those of you who don't know, Morgan Ducard was the son of Henry Ducard, who trained Bruce Wayne in the early days, so I thought this was an awesome way to bridge continuity between all the different stories leading up to Son of Batman. Together, these characters were basically the main focus of the entire 6-issue spread going forward. And they had a temporary alliance that formed between the two of them, and it kind of made me scratch my head because it just seemed implausible to me that someone would ally themselves with the person responsible for murdering their father, especially after she declared she would never forgive him, which of course she does by the end of the 6-issue run without any real reason to do so. But I guess stranger things have happened in comics, so I just went with it. It isn't like Superman and Lex haven't had to work together as allies before, so whatever. To my surprise, the team up actually worked good for the story for the most part, and gave an interesting dynamic as far as chemistry went. Moving on through the story, I have to admit, I really like the sword and sorcery feel that the writers gave to the story by incorporating a lot of mysticism and mystical aspects into the story, and I really dug it. I think the writing was decent overall for the whole first issue, 6-issue run, but there were times the story suffered from jumping around to too many subplots from the past and present, and they did this in non-chronological order, so it made it kind of hard to grasp the full story in one sitting. There are times within this 6-issue run that the writing seems to lose focus on the main plot points, and the pacing suffered a little bit. Like, there were a couple issues in which there was a lot of action happening, but nothing happened to actually develop the story. I like the idea of the Year of Blood, and thought Gleason did a fine job using the whole idea to set up the main threat that I'm guessing will end up leading to the main antagonist having a showdown with Damian once the Robin Wars concludes. The artwork also made me feel kind of like the writing did overall as well. There were moments of artistic mastery throughout this 6-issue run, but there were also times you could see where pulling double duty for Gleason as a writer and an artist on the title made the story kind of suffer. There are several moments of bland artistry, and it kind of made it hard for me to stay engaged, especially when the writing was doing little to progress the story. With that being said, there were a couple things that I was not a fan of in the first 6 issues of Robin, Son of Batman. For instance, I didn't like how Talia was thrown into the mix with no explanation at all as to how she was resurrected. I mean, I assume Ra's al Ghul had something to do with it, since the last time we saw her, she was falling in a snowy ravine after being snatched from the clutches of a parademon, and that was in the pages of Robin Rises. But it was annoying to just have her show up in Robin, Son of Batman and start doing shit with no explanation whatsoever. On top of just popping up, she pops up acting like everything is cool, fine, and dandy, and acts like Damian should just welcome her back with open arms, even though it was her that got him killed in Batman Inc. She just shows up trying to play mommy. She even requests that Damian just forgive her because, you know, she's sorry, and that they should join forces. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It felt like they just kind of rushed her into the story altogether, and it came off lazy. I didn't really like the Deathstroke cameo either, because it was basically pointless. They built up to this point in the comic like it was going to be some integral part of the story going forward, but instead it turned out to be a quick skirmish that ended with Damian paying him off $5 million to not kick his ass. I'm like, really? Another thing that bothered me about this story was the whole Lazarus Pit shit. Okay, enough is enough with the Lazarus Pit. It's starting to annoy me, because every time I turn around, it seems like DC is making up some new Lazarus Pit shit. Shit like the Well of Souls, or like when they said this is the original Lazarus Pit, which is stronger than any other pit. Then we got the Dionysium Lazarus Pit in Batman Endgame with the Joker. And now in this title, we're getting the heart of the Lazarus Pit, which apparently used to be guarded by some ancient evil sorcerers that were vanquished by Ra's al Ghul before he became keeper of the pits. To me, it's like the Lazarus Pit is getting way overused, because at this point it feels like I could go to Walmart and get a Lazarus Pit on sale right now. So they need to just cut that shit out. The thing I didn't like most about the first 6 issues of Robin, Son of Batman, was how it ended. Gleason spent this whole time building up the Year of Blood stuff just to have Damian take off back to Gotham, despite the fact that his quest to atone for the Year of Blood inadvertently released the family of evil sorcerers that Ra's al Ghul vanquished, and now they have plans to wipe all life from the planet. He just takes off back to Gotham like, fuck it, I'm gonna go see what's up with Batman's supposed demise and the Robin War situation. It's not like I just started the end of the world over here or anything, and it's not like I should have priorities. I'm just gonna put that shit on hold and go deal with this crazy shit in Gotham real quick. He basically just leaves the whole quest up in the air without any resolution, and that kinda bugged me as far as characterization goes. But whatever, I assume that after Robin Wars concludes, he'll get back to trying to stop the apocalypse that he set in motion. But in the end, I thought it was a pretty solid run. It was a pretty decent 6-issue introduction for the title. It had its ups and downs with the story and the art, so it isn't like it'll blow your mind or anything as far as quality content, but it's definitely not horrible and worth a read in my opinion. I give it a 7 out of 10. So what did you guys think about the first 6 issues so far? Do you like the direction the overall story seems to be heading in, or does it seem to be just more of the same? Be sure to leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts, and drop a like if you found any value in this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Facebook at The Geek Master. I'll see you misfits later. Peace out and see you next time, bitches.